What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Namaste, Namaskaram, Ram Ramji, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to react to facts about sin in Hinduism. Do you guys have sin? Obviously, there is. I mean, in every religion, there has to be sin, like something you consider this is sin. Obviously, like murder, rape, I don't know what else. I don't know, stealing. Things like that, right? I think so. I think maybe we might find things like that in there. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments section down below, and if some of these are wrong, make sure to just point it out like, yo, this is wrong right here, and we can correct it. But otherwise, man, let's dive into the video. Make sure to subscribe, guys. Let's go.
Sins in Hinduism have been referred to in the Hindu scriptures such as the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Yoga Sutras, Manusmriti, as well as the Garuda Purana. And in this episode, I'm going to be exploring 10 surprising facts about sin in Hinduism. Hey guys, welcome back to FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and I do have to admit that when I was thinking about the word far, so starting with number 10, going all the way down to number 1, here we have this, that according to Hinduism, it's believed that sin manifests in the body with impurities of worldliness known as Vishaya Asakti. So to kind of break it down a little bit, the human body becomes subject to various poisons known as Visham, such as egotism, greed, ignorance, selfishness, and so on. And these so-called poisons are due to our attachments to worldly things known as Vishayas. For fact number 9, the Mahapatakas are the biggest sins in all of Hinduism. The term literally means heinous sin, and it's believed that these sins lead to the worst downfall of humanity. Now, they can neither be stopped or washed away unless you go through some form of suffering. So some Hindu Puranas and Vedas, they point to devoting yourself purely to God would be the only thing that can remove these type of sins. There's also one Sanskrit Hindu text known as the Dharma Shastras, and they have stated that there are these 5 grave sins, and that term is Pancha Mahapatakas. And these 5 gravest or biggest sins are killing a Brahmin, which is a type of high-ranking person in Hinduism. Some Brahmins serve as priests or even gurus. There's also the sin of stealing gold, the sin of drinking intoxicants, as well as having intimate relations with one of these high-ranking people's wives. And the 5th one is to associate with those who have committed these type of sins, like I just mentioned, specifically associating with those who haven't corrected their ways, and your association with them last for more than 1 year. But in other places though, other heinous sins according to Hinduism are as follows: drinking wine, killing an unborn child, killing a cow, or killing a woman, or killing oneself, which is known as suicide, of course, and also criticizing somebody that's devoted to God. For fact number 7, the secondary sins are also known as the Upapatakas, and they come out of minor offenses that include not performing sacrifices properly on a regular basis, as well as displeasing a guru, and also selling harmful and intoxicating drinks, and disbelieving in God completely. Also, there's the sins of giving false witnesses and making false claims, as well as performing sacrifices for an unworthy person or unworthy cause, as well as engaging in intimate relations outside of marriage. These are seen as a bit lesser sins in Hinduism. Now, there is the Prakrna Patakas. Now, this is related to a type of minor sin in Hinduism. It can be committed intentionally or unintentionally out of ignorance or just straight up carelessness. But these sins though can be removed or washed away by performing sacrifices known as prayachita, or they can be removed by punishments and asking for forgiveness. Now, there are many minor sins in Hinduism, so much that I can't even fit them all in this episode, but some of them include selling your wife, marrying the younger son before marrying the elder son, as well as killing insects and other creatures and more. Now, since we are on the topic of exploring the religion section, alright, so let's continue now with facts about Hinduism at number 5. For this one though, I want to kickstart some facts about the kinds of punishment for the sins in Hinduism. So in Hinduism, a person who steals away somebody's property is taken by Yama's men to hell. And Yama, or Yamaraja, by the way, is a Hindu and Buddhist deity of the underworld. So after being taken, a person is given no food or water and is beaten by Yama's men. For fact number 4, a person who neglects his parents will go to Kala Sutra. Now, he will then be made to stand up in a vessel made out of copper, and below it there's going to be a fire that's lit, and then the sun is going to be beaming down on this person's head, and he will have to endure this heat for thousands of years. That's another punishment. Also, according to Hindu belief, if a person torments someone who has already suffered, they will go to Andakupa, and that's where that person is going to constantly be stung by mosquitoes as well as bitten by snakes. Ouch! Also, if there's a bad ruler or even one of his servants misuse their power, they go to Vaitarani, and that's a place where they're going to be punished in a river filled with all manner of filth, and all manner of germs and bacteria will start biting that person as punishment. For fact number 2, if somebody gives false evidence or promises but goes back on his word, or if someone is dishonest in his business, that person will go to a Vichiman, and there that punishment is that people will be rolled down a hill repeatedly and experience great agony. So we looked at some of the punishments for sins in Hinduism, but I do want to leave off on a different note for fact number 1. It has to do with the concept of good and evil. So in Hinduism, there's a cosmic struggle that's reflected in the Dharma Satra as well as the Puranas, but it's not like good and evil like the Abrahamic religions portray, but this struggle is between chaos and order. And it's believed that sins are a symptom of chaos, a disturbance of social order and harmony that's based on selfish individual motives known as svartha, and it's not in any way related to a force of evil like the devil or Satan or Iblis, like in the religions of Christianity and Islam and other Abrahamic religions, or just other religions in general that believe in the concept of good and evil fighting against each other. So that brings us to the end of this episode. This was a brief look at 10 surprising facts about sins according to Hinduism. I really hope this episode gave you some insight on the Hindu perspective of sin and shed some light on the topic.
I think that was amazing. Well, a lot of those facts right there, or let me say a lot of the punishments that are there. Ooh. Oh my God. Some of the punishments that are there are just so crazy, man. Like, damn. I wouldn't want to do all that, I mean, that's why I'm trying to be clean. Just trying to live your life in the best way possible, not killing anything, not doing anything wayward, living a peaceful life, practicing my, this way of life, this Sanatama Dharma, a perfect way of life without, doing anything that is bad, man. That is good. Because, I mean, all this, is there anything that is false, from what he said? Or if there is anything that he missed, you can please tell me in the comments section. I would love to know. That was actually quite interesting. But I won't lie that I got all the names. Like, I understood what he was saying and where people go, but like, I didn't get all the names. That's the truth. So I'm gonna revisit this video again on my own and just to really capture everything and understand everything how it is, after you guys correct if there's anything wrong or if everything is all right. Anyway, much love to you guys. It's always so good to react to this and to understand what goes on in Hinduism, in Sanatama Dharma, just to enrich your knowledge and all that. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Take good care of yourselves. Love you all. Peace.